Hello, mirrors. So today I feel very drawn to doing a reading on the current situation with the protests in response to the murder of George Floyd. And I'm not really going to go into my intro. My heart is very heavy right now for the Black community, for our society, for everything that's going on, for the pain that people are in, and I just feel drawn to doing a reading right now just to see what the universe has to say. I don't know who's going to watch this. I don't know who needs to hear this. I don't know what the universe is going to say, but I'm willing to listen. And I mean, let's just get into it. So I'm going to pick an angel card and see what energies are here with us today. The inner voice. Thank you, angels, for guiding me through my inner voice. It's really important, guys, to listen to what your intuition is telling you, what that small voice inside of you is telling you. When you can operate outside of the external with everything that's going on, going within is a source of strength. You find peace there and clarity, a place where you're understood and a place where there is no pain. I mean, there's pain, but that pain is understood, that pain is felt. It's not repressed, it's not pushed down. For people who don't understand why people are reacting the way they are, why this is such a massive deal, please look within. Please listen to what your soul is trying to tell you, because so many people get stuck on conspiracy theories, or they get stuck on trigger words like privilege, but you can't just be complacent to what's happening. So many of us are complacent. Listen to that voice, it will tell you the truth. Honor your feelings. Archangel Haniel, thank you, Haniel, for supporting me as I honor my emotions. So we're really needing to feel these emotions. They're coming out in a very external way, and there's a reason, because this inner voice that's connected to your feelings, that's what your feelings are trying to tell you without using that voice. Even your anger or frustration or confusion, you're feeling those things for a reason. On a spiritual level, those feelings, people are hurting so badly. People are feeling so, they're not feeling heard. And when we aren't feeling heard, it's difficult for us to hear ourselves and to heal ourselves. Everything that's happening out there is a expression of what's going on internally. So, no matter what color your skin is, or if you're a man or a woman or a child, an adult, any of these things, what is happening out there is happening for a reason, because there needs to be acceptance of the current reality we live in before we can change it. And so many people are just in such denial of these things that are in front of our face. And so many people would rather just act like they're not real, like they don't exist. Like it doesn't matter. They want to turn it into a conspiracy theory and God, there are really dark forces in this world that have their agendas. That is absolutely true. But regardless, that's not what this is about. I don't care what pushed it into existence. I don't care if you believe Soros funded it. I don't care if you believe that people are inciting violence. Yes, that is all true. But it does not stop the real feelings, the real pain and suffering that the Black community is feeling, and then everybody else that's here in solidarity. It doesn't change it. Honor your feelings. Stop repressing them, because if you're against this, you aren't listening. You're not listening to your inner voice. You're not honoring your feelings. If you were, you'd be hurting so badly right now. Take a step back. Thank you, angels, for helping me to step back from what's not serving me. I think in regards to this is about us taking a step back collectively. Obviously, the current system isn't working. It hasn't worked. It's never really worked. It's always been a substitute for what's best for humanity. This is not it. This is what we're taking a step back from. Of course, this can be on an individual level too. This could be, for each person. But I think in a bigger sense, it's talking about leaving behind what is no longer aligned. And sometimes to take a step back, we have to face what's happening. That's what honoring your feelings are about. I'm going to look at what we are collectively healing right now with what's going on. I'm asking Spirit, what are we healing collectively? Love and letting go. Wow. We are here to love one another. Really, we're all love. We're all connected in that, regardless of any other external factor. And letting go, this goes along with this take a step back. Ultimately, I feel like we're finding our internal strength and understanding that we are creators. And what is happening because we have not been honoring our emotions. We haven't been listening to that voice. We've allowed things to happen as, a society. We've held on too tightly to the illusions. That's what the letting go is about. Letting go of the illusions, letting go of this false sense of what's real, letting go of the illusion that all cops are good, your country's here to take care of you. Do the powers that be play off of that? Yeah. But they couldn't play off of something that's not real. This separation that is felt, it comes from the very core of our being. There's a place that's split. There's a place that's not being heard. There's a place that's ignored. There's a place that feels so much pain that it allows suffering. It keeps us quiet when it's our job to speak up. There's things we can control and there's things we can't control. But when we hold on so tightly to the identity of what we define as reality and what we define as what's right according to our specific ego. It's completely not in alignment with what's true. The two stones to aid us during this time, purpurite and tiger's eye, which is ironically what I'm wearing today. That's beautiful. So let's go ahead and look and read about these stones. Purpurite is the curse clear, extremely effective for psychic and aura protection. Purpurite grounds high frequency energy, harmonizing the physical body to the new vibration. It helps you break away from self-destructive or self-limiting behavior, energizing the physical and mental bodies. It overcomes tiredness, apathy, and despondency. Apathy, man. Old habits and patterns, including those inherited from ancestors, may keep you mired in the past. Settled energetics of ancient curses or ill-wishing could be affecting you. These may be personal or passed down through the family line. You may be open to mental influences from others. Be open to new ways to heal. Protect yourself appropriately. Do not be overly defensive. Check out whether you have inadvertently offended anyone. If so, make reparation where possible. If not, send in unconditional love and forgiveness without needing to know why or where. The past creates the present, but the past can be repaired and the present healed. I'm feeling this, guys. I'm feeling this so strongly. People don't understand that this pain, it stems from generation and generation of oppression, of hurt, of feeling voiceless, of feeling scared and neglected and judged. In this situation, your ancestors, if you're not a person of color, their atrocities and their unconsciousness, the pain they've inflicted on others and the pain that they inflicted on themselves by not listening to the truth, which is love and light and connection, it's still within you and it's calling out to be healed. It isn't here to be ignored. It isn't here to be gaslit, to be thrown onto something else. People are so stuck on the 3D and the conspiracies and of this need to be right about it and this need to make some false idea in their head of why things are the way they are, when they simply just need to read the energies. What is happening? What's happening is a cry. It's a cry from the depths of the Black community's souls collectively. And those that are in solidarity are there because while they don't understand on their own personal level, they can see it, they can feel it. They are not afraid to ignore reality, at least not in this case. If you feel very against what's happening, if you want to look at looting and rioting and blame the Black community for it, you are really ignoring an important part of your soul that's crying out to be heard and to be felt and to be healed. This goes for anyone, but especially those that are the oppressors. You can't be mad when a victim decides to stand up for themselves. It's just, I mean, you can be mad, but you're not being true. You're not being honest. Guys, this is a lot of energy and it's very intense. Let me read about Tiger's Eye. Beautiful empowerment. Tiger's Eye symbolizes prosperity and encourages the right use of power. It balances your needs with those of others, finding solutions. This is, I don't even want to read the rest, because that's what we're here for. The balancing the needs of with those of others, finding solutions. Stop making it about yourself. People just make everything about themselves and about their ego, and they forget that we're a people. We bleed as one. Our souls are all crying out. It's just, are you answering the call? Are you listening? Let's get some of these. Loosen your grip. Wow, guys, we have take a step back, letting go, and loosen your grip. Some of us do need to let go. That doesn't mean letting go of receiving justice. I don't know the solutions on an external level, but I do know spending time in meditation and finding that inner peace and healing that pain and doing the shadow work and going within, it makes everything else. It makes so much sense and flow in such a beautiful, beautiful way. That's what this is talking about with the letting go, taking a step back, loosening your grip. It's not saying to back off from what you really feel is right, but get right within yourself, because things are happening externally, but remember that you are a powerful being. You are God. You're a creator in your own right. And the more you're connected with yourself, the more you're connected with the divine within yourself, the more you're able to use this power from within and to manifest a better world. Let's see what else we have. The crumbling. What are you clinging on to? Oh my gosh, guys. Loosen your grip. What are you clinging on to? Letting go. Take a step back. How half the cards that are out right now are about this. Man. It's also the Tower too. These big things are happening because we need this Tower moment. We need the chaos and the anger, and we need an explosion of this energy that's being held. We're here for that. It's happening now, and there's no going back. After the Tower crumbles, that's when you can start to build a solid foundation in which, if it's built correctly, that foundation will never fail, ever. If that foundation is built out of love, understanding, and connectivity. The courageous peony, multifaceted, unique nature, let yourself be seen. Beautiful. Don't hide. The Black community, keep letting yourself be seen. I know you know this. Keep putting it out there, that energy out there, that love, and that the whole reason why you're speaking up. Universe is obviously fully supportive of that. It's very difficult to talk about this in terms of law of attraction because, you know, we don't want to see it that way. We don't want to see it as something that can be, I don't want to say manipulated, but changed by the internal, but it can. The internal work in conjunction to the external work, That's what I see here. And letting go internally while still maintaining your presence externally. That's what's needed right now more than ever. I'm going to get a few tarot cards. Kind of see where these energies are. I'm going to see past, present, and future. What are the past energies that are affecting this? What are the past energies affecting this? The Star in reverse. Losing hope, losing faith, losing that connection with the divine. And this is collectively, so there's no pointing fingers here. But when that connection is lost, that connection of knowing that we are all together, we are all one, we are all here from source energy, we're all pieces and a reflection of God. What are the energies affecting the present universe? What are the energies affecting the present? Judgment. This is awakening. Of course, you can view this in multiple ways. You have the judgment of people, assumptions, but it's not in the reverse, which is normally I would read that. Judgment, awakening. We're awakening. We're ascending. All these protests that have happened for so long. Black person after black person getting brutally murdered. And people speaking up and not being heard. Peacefully protesting or rioting. It doesn't matter. It's just this need to be heard, and we as a people are awakening. We're coming out of it. That's the present energy, and that's so beautiful. What's the future energy, universe? What does the future hold? Eight of Cups. I'm going to pull more. It's walking away from what no longer serves us. We're past the bullshit. We're past not understanding. We're going to move past the lack of empathy and connection that so many humans are okay with expressing in this current moment. Two of Cups in the reverse. So here I see the future still holds a lot of need for integration. There's going to be more of this. What is the word I'm looking for? This disharmony. There's going to be more of it. This is really just the beginning, guys. And finally, let's see, Ace of Cups. Wow, look at all of these cups with the two major arcanas. And then, wow, this is beautiful, guys. We go from the Eight of Cups. So this would be near future. This is walking away. You know, maybe there's like real action taken here. This could be internally too, what's no longer serving your heart. And when we do that, this is beautiful too, because it's a dark-skinned person holding the hand of a light-skinned person. It is in the reverse, so there's still going to be that there. This is a process. This Eight of Cups is a process. You think about it, there's 8 cups to walk away from. But then we have the Ace of Cups. We have something new starting in their cup energy. It's coming from the heart. That is what awaits us in the future.